And now for something completely different.
Watch us on YouTube.
Listen on your favourite podcast platform.
Or ask your smart speaker
To play the podcast Leicester Till I Die.
Subscribe, like, follow, and join in now.
Strap yourself in.
Because we're set up, switched on, and ready to go.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
This podcast is proud to be part of the Talk Sport Fan Network. Talk Sport. Powered by fans.
Right, Chris.
All right, guys. Hello. Good evening. How are you doing? I'm sorry for the slightly late starting of the show. A few gremlins. For some reason, I can't be sharing my screen, which is going to absolutely cock things up, I think. However, fingers crossed, we might get it working. Who do you fancy? Let's just go straight for the cut. I mean, I'm torn tonight because there's a bit of me that says, look, it's Derby County and I want them to lose. There's another part of me that says, yeah, but if they beat West Ham, we could get them in the next round and then beat them. You see where I'm coming from with this, don't you? Let me just try and load something. Oh, there we go. Let's just see if we can get... I don't know if this will even allow me to share it, but we'll see. We'll see. This could be totally and utterly interesting. So I don't know. I want to avoid the big boys, obviously. A home draw would be nice, Spencer. You're quite right. It would be nice to have a home draw. Gray, good evening, Gray. How the devil are you, sir? All right, Chris. Nigel Pearson away. You know, I think if we're going to get Nigel Pearson, I would sooner get him at Leicester because I think the fans can sort of show their gratitude, if you like. The problem I've got is that he is on the brink. According to a couple of, one Bristol City fan I know, he could be in a slight bit of trouble. And I wouldn't want to be the team that got him the sack. So no, I don't really want to see him go. You know, I mean, I like him for what he did. Look, I'm going to put the numbers across the bottom so you can see what number is playing, is associated to which team tonight. Like I say, normally I would share this at the side of the screen, and I have one last go, but for some reason, I don't know why it doesn't want to let me. Add file. No, it's not doing. We're going to have fun later for the second show of the evening. So here are the teams. Let's just quickly run through them for you. So Tottenham Hotspur are number one. I've got to be honest with you, it's been a long time since they've said that. Good evening, any Spurs fans. Southampton are number two. Wrexham or Sheffield United number 3. What a game that was. What a game. Ipswich Town or Burnley number 4. Burnley unable to get through at the first time of asking against a lower division team. But then, like I say, if you are watching Dan, beating lower league teams isn't for everybody, is it? Manchester United are number 5. He knows I love him. Luton Town or Grimsby Town number 6. Tonight's game, which will be kicking off, I think it's 7:30 tonight. Or 8 o'clock. Derby County, West Ham United. Like I say, I'd like to think of Derby beating West Ham in some ways. We can then get them and beat them. Stoke City, number 8. Blackburn Rovers or Birmingham City are number 9. The big ball that you're looking for, if you pardon the expression, number 10, Leicester City. We are number 10. Sheffield Wednesday or Fleetwood Town are number 11. Manchester City are number 12. Please not. Please not. Bristol City are number 13. I wouldn't mind them. Yeah. I'm being a bit unfair because I wouldn't mind them because they're a lower league team. Brighton and Hove Albion are number 14. I'll be honest with you, my dark horses they are. Fulham or Sunderland at number 15 and Leeds United number 16. So those are the numbers that you need to be getting yourself or keeping an eye out for. Number 10 is the biggie, like I say. Let's just have a look. Gray said it's okay. Well, apart from this happening, let me just get rid of this so you can see my beautiful face again. Because I say normally it's on a little bit of the side of the screen. Here we go. I'm back from outer space. Just turn around now. Apparently, we are very close to getting Jack Harrison. He has agreed terms. Has he? Has he? Because nothing's coming up at the moment. I'm just looking because I've just been keeping an eye on it. Where did you find that out, Gray? Because I haven't seen that at all. But I'd love to get him in. Love to get him in. And all respect to, because I don't want to become an Arsenal or a Man United or even some Newcastle fans at the moment that are saying like, we're going to get him off you because of who we are. He's in a relegation battle with Leeds. He'll be coming to a relegation battle with City. So, as I say, I haven't seen it yet. Saints away because I live down here. So do I. Again, Facebook user, no idea who you are because you're not logged in to StreamYard. Stick your name at the end. Maybe meet up for a drink if we can both get tickets. But, yeah, I wouldn't mind Saints away. Told you, good evening. Evening, Chris. And all Luton or Grimsby for me or Bristol City. I think we're all choosing who we want based on where we live. So all these people that say we want a home tie, Yeah, I'm not so sure. Everybody's saying hello to everybody else. I sincerely hope we don't miss out on Dyche. Who is now at Everton. Well, we missed him out. We've missed out on him. Brighton could definitely win it. Like I say, my dark horses. James is in. Good evening, James. How are you? Must be happy. Well, I would have loved Sean here. You've got Sean there. I presume he's going to have a thing in his contract that says he can stay with you even if you go down. And if you go down, not to be honest with you, he is the man. I think that can bring you back up. And he won't take any nonsense off all these prima donnas. Hit the likes and subscribe. Yes, please do. It will be much appreciated. I'm a Leicester fan. Oh, Tom, Leicester Fan TV. Yeah, I mean, I like Tom. I know him well. I don't know what his sources are, so it would be not very nice of me to sort of question his sources. But fair play. Let's hope he's right. By the way, like your version of "I Will Survive." Yes. About bloody time they announced Dyche's appointment. Did seem to take forever and a day. I'm not going to lie. Overall, I'm happy with the appointment. For once, a sensible one. I think so. John, good evening, John. How are you? Has it started yet? No, it's going to start at 7. So we're just getting on here ready and willing and able to go. Like I say, nothing is on the Leicester Mercury site as yet regarding Jack Harrison. I wouldn't mind Suturin as well. He would be, nothing on Sky that I can see either. The Athletic, let's have a look. That's not the Athletic. Just seeing if there's any news. No, nothing as yet. Nothing as yet. But we've got 2 in. It's 2 more than we thought. It's on the BBC One, John. It is on BBC One. But I'm hopefully going to be able to stream it on here. Fingers crossed. I'm not sure if I will or not. So let's just go through a few of the results at the weekend. Friday night it started off because we've only got 8 teams left in 8 Premier League teams left in the competition. So that's basically half of them, if you like, half of the ties. So there's going to be a few Premier League games in there, I'm sure, which means, of course, they'll get on the telly. West Ham playing tonight, so they could be through, or they might not be through. So I've got to put a question mark. Without them, the 7 Premier League teams through. Man City, Man United, Spurs, Southampton, Leicester, Leeds, and Brighton and Hove Albion. Man City 1, Arsenal 0. Were you expecting that? I'm not sure. You're welcome. Everybody saying hello to everybody else. I've got that. Oh, you've got the that one on the door there, the winner's shirt. Oh, you go. Wow, I'm 62, and it's the only time I've seen it in my life, and I just about remember the Man City Cup final. Anyway, FA Cup this time round. Manchester City 1, Arsenal 0. Wow. It could have gone either way, couldn't it, really? But, Arsenal now, they've got no complaints. They've got to go on and win the Premier League. Because I think that's all they're in, isn't it? They might have a bit of Europe somewhere along the lines, but it's Europa League. But certainly from domestic honours, Arsenal have only got the league to go at. So there are no excuses for them now. Nor was I. Great. Nor was I. Jeff is in. We'll go through some of the comments coming up in a second. So that was the Friday night game. Manchester City, say, knocking out Arsenal. So we will see how Arsenal respond. And like I say, it is theirs to lose, in fairness. And then on the Saturday, 2 early games included ourselves, of course. 2 Premier League teams facing lower league opposition. Accrington Stanley faced Leeds. They hosted them. Accrington, who are they? Leeds United put them out 3-1. We faced Walsall 1-0 again. We like these 1-0s against the League 2 teams. I mean, I know a lot of people went, well, it wasn't the best. It wasn't the best performance. But look, for my money, do you know what? That is their cup final, and I don't think of us as a Manchester United or a Chelsea or a Man City, the big sides. But we're a Premier League team. We are still a draw to these lower league clubs. We took a lot of fans with us. It's only up the road. This was their chance to cause an upset. It's like if you saw Walsall, and we'll come on to Wrexham yesterday. We'll come on to them later. But again, look how they went for it. And we've got to be patient. Gone are the days, when you can go maybe and put 7 or 8 through. But I tell you something, if we did put 7 and 8 past Walsall, we'd still be in the 5th draw today, round 5 draw today. So we won 1-0. Yeah, we're a bit fortuitous, I must admit. Tielemans, what the hell was that penalty? And what the hell was that smile and a raise of the hands above it? He disgusted me on that. I'm going to be honest with you. Blackburn drew with Birmingham, so they've got to do it all over again. Nigel Pearson's Bristol City knocked out West Bromwich Albion. Well done, Nigel. Fulham and Sunderland have got to do it all again. So that's Fulham who had forgotten. I had not written down, so that would have been 9. But Fulham have got to do it all again. Ipswich and Burnley. Dan, like I say, not beating lower league teams isn't for everybody, Dan. They got 0-0, but they have taken them back to the turf, which was a bit of a fortress. We've got to be honest, is Burnley. Let's be honest, we're going to see them back in the Premier League next season. I was talking to Dan earlier, just before we came live, and he was saying he's enjoying non-VAR goals when they can celebrate straight away. And I said, well, you'll have VAR back soon enough. Luton and Grimsby, they've got to do it all over again. Havas, Sheffield Wednesday, and Fleetwood Town. Southampton beat Blackpool 2-1. Who did Blackpool beat in the last game? Who was it? Somebody remind me who Blackburn beat. Who Blackpool beat in the last round. Yeah, of course, it was Forest. I know, of course, I know. Blackpool, who beat Nottingham Forest, are now out as well. They lost 2-1 to Southampton at St Mary's. Spurs, unfortunately, beat Preston North End 3-0. Spurs are through. There isn't a 1 in the year this year, so it's not. Spurs can't win it. They'll never win the cup when there's a 1 on it. And then Manchester United did 1 past their old player, of course, Paul Ince, and beat them 3-1. A consolation goal, really, for Paul at the end. Has anybody got BBC One on at the moment? Can they tell me what they are watching? Is it a care home or a hospital or something? Because I'm not sure if my stick is picking up the right channel. Tell you what, I'm going to come out and we'll go back in again. And then, of course, yesterday's games. Brighton and Hove Albion beating Liverpool. Wow. I mean, this is what Dan said, really, wasn't it? You know, I mean, that game, how can you not? Well, I mean, you know, as a Brighton fan, can you celebrate? Can't you celebrate? I mean, it was another one of those toenail decisions, wasn't it? It really, really was. But well done to Brighton. I mean, a great season. I didn't think they'd be doing this well after Mr. Potter left. But you know what? Well done to them. The new guy, the Zebra, it's like he's been there all the time. Like I say, they are my dark horses. They really are. I wouldn't mind if we're not going to win it. I wouldn't mind a team like Brighton winning it, to be honest with you. Stoke City beat Stevenage 3-1 with no Harry Souttar. What's going on there? Was he injured? Thank you, Anthony. Yeah, I've just done. Thank you, mate. Cheers. I've got the right thing on. No Harry Souttar. Should we read anything into that? Or is he injured? 2 managers, Jesse Marsh and Alex Neil, is it, at Stoke, have said they don't want their players to go. Fair play to them. We'll wait and see what happens. And Wrexham, I've got. Okay, was that the game of the round for you? Because it was the game of the round for me. It's an amazing story. You know, you got 2 Hollywood stars coming over. Now, I don't know how rich they are, and I don't know. I mean, he was interviewed before the game with Gary Lineker, Alan Shearer, and Mark Hughes. Was their owner Ryan Reynolds, isn't it, the owner? And I don't know how far he can take them. Does he and his partner, another actor, do they have the funds to get them there, but then to for them to sustain the Premier League, or does he get more investment? And who cares? If you're a Wrexham fan, that is down the line. It's going to be at least 5 years away. But what a story for them, and what a game! I mean, lost 2 players in the first 10 minutes, went a goal down after 1 minute, and do you know what? They were unlucky. Fantastic entertainment, as somebody's already said. Right, let me just go back now and do some chats. Who do you want in the 5th round? Derby. If they get through against West Ham, I want Derby. Yeah, I think Sean will keep them up, to be honest with you. Let's have a little bit of saying hello to everybody else. We can upset anybody. Yeah, as long as they're in League Two. That Wrexham game was brilliant yesterday. Also, I love the passion Ryan Reynolds was showing. I know, you wonder. And, he said that he was looking all around to see, looking at other clubs before Wrexham. And there was something about Wrexham that drew him to the club. And fair play to him, because I guess it's a bit like me, going and buying Poole Town, for example. I'm down here, I live down here, so I know them, but they're not Leicester. But fair play to him. Fair play to him. He felt that allegiance. He's gone and bought them, and he did show the passion. He wasn't just there like, he was a Martin O'Neill, not a Brendan Rodgers, wasn't he? Told you, yes, it was entertainment. David's in. Hello, Chris and chat. Start adding who you want in the next round. If you're not Leicester fan, stick your team versus whoever you want to play. Put your team first so we know. It's on BBC One or the iPlayer, David, on the One Show. I'm watching YouTube. Don't watch British Buyers Company. Anyway, I don't know what you're on about there. Yeah, it is Care Homes. Thank you, Anthony. Cup draw will be near. No, I think it'll be about 7:15 because the show finishes at 7:30. I do believe. Yeah, because EastEnders is on at 7:30. You cannot even think about overrunning over EastEnders. I am shocked. Oh, you think I throw this channel together, don't you? It does look that way. But there's a bit of planning going in there. Wrexham, you can't just hate them, can you? No, you can't. You can't. Unless we get them and they knock us out, of course. John, do you think we'll sign another player in January? I'm hoping for 2 more. I'm hoping for Suter from Stoke, and I'm hoping for the guy from Leeds, and I've forgotten his name already, but somebody will remind me. It's on next after this interview. No, I don't mind, because they're a very nice lady that they're interviewing at the moment. I've heard it was 7:15. That's all I know. I read somewhere it was 7:15, but if you know more, great, then yeah, towards the end. But I know EastEnders is on at 7:30. Jude Spencer just gone to Reims on loan from Spurs. Yeah, I don't think they wanted to lend him to a Premier League club. Plus, a lot of clubs wanted to buy him. They don't want to sell him, so they didn't want to put a sell-on clause. Yeah, waste of a signing, really. You mean Spence? I think he would have been. Yes, that's it. Jack Harrison. That's him. Look, I'm old. All right, I'm old. My memory's going. My looks went years ago. My stomach came out in sympathy, and now my memory is going as well. Right, let's see how we are doing. Shall we? Thank you to everybody who is in. If you are new, as I always say, please do consider subscribing to the channel. And if you don't want to subscribe, or if you already are subscribed, please smash the likes. That helps the channel. I can't tell you how much it helps the channel. It gets us seen on people's home pages that don't subscribe, and maybe just get them to, which obviously helps us out. So please subscribe and like as well. Check out the numbers at the bottom. Who does everybody want? Come on, Jeff, everybody, who do you want? Spencer, David, John. I feel like I'm about to burst into song. Gray. James, I'm sorry, I can't include you. Sorry, mate. That was horrible of me, wasn't it? But come on, who do you guys want? I've gone for Derby. If you had to, hey, Bol, I had to be careful how I read that then. If you had to choose Liverpool or United, Liverpool, without even thinking, Liverpool. Is that to play, do you mean, or to win it? Because it's both, I think, Liverpool. And I can't, sorry, no, Liverpool are out. What am I saying? I don't know. If it's to who do I like more of the two teams? Liverpool, 100%. Bristol City, you want Bristol City, Gray? You did say that, didn't you, before? My apologies, Gray. You wanted Bristol City. Anthony, Liverpool aren't in it anymore. Unless you're answering the previous question, in which case I apologise. Okay, so as a club in general, then definitely Liverpool over Manchester United. John says he wants Ipswich or Stoke. Well, Ipswich have got to get past Burnley first of all, of course. Let's have a look. Sorry, mate. I'm getting confused because it was such a. We don't mind the questions coming in, but it was such an off-field question that I wasn't expecting it in the middle. I think because obviously we're talking FA Cup. So yeah, I'm going to write down Derby. Well, I've got to write down Derby West Ham, haven't I? Really, because we don't know who's going to go through. If Derby get through, does anybody want Derby? Cam is in. I think he obviously likes Man United. Highfield, good evening, sir. How the devil are you? It's been a while. Welcome along, sir. Hope you are well. Who do you fancy us getting this evening? Are there any League Two sides left in it? I guess Wrexham, but then again, be careful what we wish for. Who remembers Wycombe Wanderers? Right, that interview is finished. Are they going to be pulling the draw out now? They've got the FA Cup or a FA Cup. It's probably not the FA Cup. A FA Cup on display, and it looks like we're going to be going in for it. So we've got Mark Hughes. Oh no, we haven't. That was an earlier one, I think. So remember, look, all the numbers are going across the bottom. All the numbers are going across the bottom. As long as we win, totally, Anthony, totally. Told you, yes, Derby would be a good draw. Blackburn, I wouldn't mind Blackburn. The form is a bit hit and miss at the moment. So just while we're going through the prenups then, but you know what I mean, let me just put the teams up there for you as well. And just showing Ryan Reynolds again. Yeah, you got to love that guy. I've got to be honest with you. I'm a little bit biased because I absolutely love Deadpool. So the draw is about to take place. Let us see what is going on. Fingers crossed, everybody. Home tie would be nice. Right, here we go. Let me see. I might get into a little bit of trouble with this. But let me do this. Right, I'm going to turn the sound off. And then what I can do, fingers crossed. Right. Just the way this system works, but I have to close one to share another. And here we go. The draw's been made for the women's as well. So we might be a little bit in advance because obviously everything's all timed differently with internets and all. A Facebook user is talking to somebody there. Right. Here we go. Alex Scott and Jermaine Genus. And I still don't know how he got that World Cup gig when they drew the groups out. How the hell did he get that? But fair play. He's actually, I don't mind Jermaine Genus. There's a lot worse. I think the screen on on my feed is a little bit behind. It's live from Twitter, but it is a little bit behind. If it is David, it's a draw, so it's not one that we're going to want to go back and watch over and over and over again. And if it gets taken down, it gets taken down. It hasn't in the past. So I think we might be all right. But anyway, let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy it for what it is. Oh, some Derby County fans. And there's some Stoke City fans. And, Man United. No. Who was that? I'm sure who that was, actually. There we go. You see, I'm a bit behind, aren't I? That's the Wrexham fans. I know it's not. It's the Derby County fans. God. I have to stop putting rum in my coffee, you know. Right, Jermaine is dropping his balls into the container. That shouldn't be allowed on BBC One at this time of night. Alex Scott will be drawing the home teams. Jermaine Genus will be putting the away. So the first one is coming out, and the first one is Southampton. Southampton are at home. You'll see it come up on the screen just a little bit behind me on this one. And they are playing Luton or Grimsby. So Southampton are at home playing Luton or Grimsby. Number 10, we're keeping an eye out. Number 10, it's Leicester. We're out second. And we are home. We are home, guys. Who are we going to get? Number 9, Blackburn or Birmingham? Whoa, who said Blackburn before? Blackburn or Birmingham? So we've still got a lower league. Stoke had just come out. So Leicester are playing Blackburn or Birmingham. And Stoke City are out. And they are playing Brighton and Hove Albion. Oof. That's not going to be an easy one. Just typing this up here. Wrexham or Sheffield United are going to get a draw against Tottenham. Fair play to them. Fair play to Wrexham if they get through. Wrexham or Sheffield United will play and host Tottenham Hotspur. Fulham or Sunderland are at home. Fulham or Sunderland are at home. And they will play Leeds United. That could be an all-Premiership game. Guess what will be on telly? Number 13, Bristol City, Nigel's team. Number 12 will play Manchester City. Ho, Nigel. It's you that we all used to get Man City when you were here. Number 5, Manchester United are at home. Manchester United are at home and they will be playing. We don't know who yet because there's only 3 teams left and they're all in draws. Derby or West Ham? Derby. Bye-bye. If you get past West Ham, that's as far as you're going. Number 4 is Ipswich or Burnley. So they are at home. Burnley will get another home tie if they win their replay at Turf Moor. And they, of course, are going to be playing Sheffield Wednesday or Fleetwood. So Ipswich or Burnley versus Fleetwood. That is the draw. Guys, it's Blackburn Rovers or Birmingham City. You did, David. You did. You said we'd get Blackburn. Wow. So it's all... Chris has hired out these two to do his draw. I know. You don't know what it's costing me. So the two played week commencing the 27th of February. Southampton hosting Luton or Grimsby. Leicester City will host Blackburn or Birmingham. Championship. Stoke will be playing Premier League. Wrexham or Sheffield United will be playing Tottenham Hotspur. Fulham or Sunderland will be playing, and I've forgotten because it's just gone off the screen. Fulham or Sunderland will be playing Leeds United. Bristol City will be playing Manchester City. Manchester United will be playing Derby County or West Ham. Ipswich Town or Burnley will be playing Sheffield Wednesday or Fleetwood Town. Wow. How do we feel about the draw? Who did yours team get? Let's have a look. Let's go back and see what people were saying. Okay, we're not too bothered about. I'm not a fan of the numbers on display. You know. I mean, it helps for those of us that obviously anybody with hearing problems or anybody that's not allowed to have the sound on. I get away sometimes with the picture, but not the sound. That's obscene, Mr. Genus. I don't know what you're referring to, but I said I didn't have the sound. Told you, bro. Yes, I like that draw. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I can't complain. We are home. We are. You wanted a home leg, guys. John, that's all white. All white, John. You pleased with that one? James, not a bad draw for you guys. Not at all. Mig, not bad. Anthony, not too bad. Jeff, draw started on BN Sports. Will not advise the draw. Oh, okay. James, what a tie that could be if Wrexham win the replay. Gonna be honest with you, it's an incentive for them, isn't it? It is an incentive for them. Okay. Southampton, managed by Nathan Jones, could face his old club Luton. That's another one that's going to be on the TV, isn't it? You just know it. You just know it's going to be on the TV. Right, let's have a look and just see if it's going to come up anywhere with the full draw on. Interesting. Southampton, like you say, Nathan Jones could be facing his home team, Luton. They are hosting Grimsby. You've got to say Luton are probably going to be favourites to get past on that one. Of course, we host Blackburn Rovers or Birmingham City. Now, these ties are going to be taking place in a month's time, end of February. So, we've got to look at this and go, well, all right, what form will be in then? Because at the moment, top of the Championship versus Premier League, bottom of the Premier League or bottomish. See where we are at the time. Stoke Brighton. You've got to say you've got to fancy Brighton on that one. Fair play to them. They're having a great season. Like I say, my dark horses. And like you just said there, told you, Wrexham or Sheffield United versus Tottenham. I mean, no, I've nothing against Sheffield United. Fair play to them. Absolutely. But it's Wrexham you're playing. Everybody, the lowest team that are left in the competition, fifth tier. They're top of the fifth tier, but they're still in the fifth tier. And they are playing, or they could be playing, if they can get past Sheffield United, Tottenham. Anybody outside of the red and white half of Sheffield. So I'm sure the blue and white half will want Wrexham to go through. Will all want to see Wrexham go through and then host Tottenham. And we know Tottenham, they like to give teams 2-goal leads, don't they? Fulham or Sunderland will be hosting Leeds United. So the prospect of an all Premier League tie there. I think that's the first all Premier League possible tie going. It is. Bristol City versus Manchester City. Nigel versus Pep. Be interesting to see which way that one goes. Manchester United versus Derby County or West Ham. That could be an all Premier League tie, obviously, because you've got West Ham in there. Can Derby do it? They're on an excellent run at the moment. Fair play to them. They're on an excellent run. And West Ham, as we know, like Leicester, they're struggling. So that could be interesting tonight. I'm going to have that on in a minute. Then you've got, where are we? Manchester United. So they just put it up in a different order. Bloody hell. Manchester United versus West Ham. Then Ipswich or Burnley will take on Sheffield Wednesday or Fleetwood Town. I was surprised at that. Ipswich forms a bit. Burnley are literally tearing it up in the Championship, aren't they? They are literally tearing it up. And I was very, very surprised they didn't go and beat Ipswich. But, you know, I don't know if they put a full side or strong side out or not. But they will play Sheffield Wednesday or Fleetwood Town. So that is the draw, everybody. That is the draw. So let me just bring it up very quickly for you. And then you can have a look at that and digest that while we are just let me just bring it up for you, and you can say you can digest it whilst we just finish off the show. Share screen. There we go. There we come. There we go. So there's the draw for you to have a look at. Draw complete. Yeah. Remember, Chris, when Mickey Thomas playing for Wrexham knocked out? Yes, indeed. They weren't quite as far down as they are now, but I do remember that, Gray. Do remember. Weren't Arsenal the holders or something that time? I don't remember. That Wrexham Arsenal game was awesome. I think it was Thomas who scored a free kick. Colonel, my team got Man City in the last round. We're out. Ooh. Arsenal, Colonel? Go and win the league. I mean, the league is yours to lose, mate. Let's be honest. The league is yours to lose. You've got no excuses now. Yeah, you got Europe, but you haven't got the FA Cup. You haven't got the League Cup. Don't cock it up. I really want Arsenal to win the league, obviously, because Leicester aren't going to. I'd really like to see Arsenal or Newcastle win the league. So, mate, don't cock that one up, whatever you do. Let's have a look. Everybody's talking to everybody else. Yep, please do hit the likes and subscribe if you are new, and hit the subscribes even if you are not new. And the like, sorry, it does help. A good draw for us, Jeff. Yes, it was. Gray, yes, I think there were. I think there were. I do think there were. Morzug, you know, yeah, I can give you a shout out, Morzug. Hope you are well. You don't need to ask now a third time. That is it. That is the draw. We have got a home draw. Looking forward to it. Blackburn or Birmingham City. I used to work for Blackburn, those of you that know me. So I'm kind of a little bit of me wants Blackburn, but Birmingham, Midlands Derby. Who would you quickly, before we go, Leicester fans that are in, do you prefer us to play Blackburn or would you sooner us play Birmingham? I'm torn, to be honest with you. Luke is in. Hello, good evening, Luke. Yeah, thank you mate. Like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Is that Harry, by the way? Or is it Dave? Or is it neither? Gray says, yeah, another great and informative show, Chris. The draw was... Thank you, Gray. The draw was completed before you had started, Chris. Did not want to spoil it for you. I don't know, it wasn't, because I was watching it live on the telly. It finished before it was on the screen, but I was watching it live. I don't think the whole draw... but I don't know. My mate's a Brummie, says Gray. Well, you got to want Birmingham then, haven't you? You got to want Birmingham and knock them out. Guys, we're going to have a bit of fun tonight. Are you up for a bit of fun? I'd heard you were. Or is it just rumours that I've been reading on the gents' toilets? Look, this is what's coming up next.
Coming up next on Leicester Till I Die TV.
9 o'clock tonight. It's a new show we're trying. So do come along and let us know what your thoughts are. It's Room 101. Now, if any of you know the concept of Room 101, either from the novel by, obviously, the 1984 novel, or more really tied in with the TV show, currently hosted by Frank Skinner. It's on Dave or something, I think it is. Basically, you're going to have two Leicester fans, and they are going to go in competition on 5 different subjects. They're each going to supply an answer. So if it's, let's say, worst ever game, whatever, they will both put one forward, and then I will have to pick one out to go in the bin. Oh, could get interesting. Have I got my bin ready? Has been ready for ages. Oh, I'm sorry. I should ban myself for that one, shouldn't I? Oh, dear.
I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
Blue Kate is in. Good evening, Kate. How the devil are you? Not seen you for ages. How are you? 101 indeed, Room 101. Well, this is more like Room 25 because it won't be half as professional, but it's going to be a laugh, hopefully. Martin? Caroline is saying hello to Martin. By the way, at Everton, this banter has already kicked off. People making jokes saying Dwight McNeil has handed in a transfer request. To be honest with you, who knows what's going on? Great. Yeah, leave it at that. Okay, so very, very last time. Southampton hosting Luton or Grimsby. Leicester City are hosting Blackburn Rovers of Birmingham City. Stoke City are hosting Brighton. Wrexham will be hosting Sheffield United or Tottenham. Wrexham or Sheffield United will be hosting Tottenham. Fulham or Sunderland will be hosting Leeds United. Bristol City will be hosting Manchester City. Manchester United will play in Derby or West Ham. Ipswich Town or Burnley will play Sheffield Wednesday or Fleetwood Town. Only 2 Premier League or possible Premier League ties in there, all Premier League ties. So we could get interesting. Of course, the conspiracy theorists will now start, well, we're keeping all the Premier League teams apart. Yeah, we'll see. Guys, I will see you at 9 o'clock. And don't forget, tomorrow from 6 o'clock, it is Transfer Deadline Day special. Join me then. It's going to be a busy one, possibly. We need 2 more in. Will we get them? We'll find out tomorrow. Join me from 6 o'clock. Of course, I'll be updating during the day with anything else that is happening. Thank you so much. Like I say, last time, please subscribe if you're new. Smash the likes, whether you're new or not. That has been the FA Cup. Fifth round draw. Good night. See you back at 9 o'clock. Take care now. Bye-bye.
This podcast is proud to be part of the Talk Sport Fan Network. Talk Sport. Powered by fans.
That's all, folks.
Thanks for watching Leicester Till I Die. This is Chris saying goodbye and see you next time.
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You better like them too, or I'll be back.
Leicester